Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. It's new comic book day. Yay! Before we get into that, a little bit of news about the channel. It's minor stuff, but I thought it was worth mentioning here because I usually get a fair few people watching this one video each week regardless. First off, we're heading very close towards my best of the year thing. Yay! And that's actually really cool. It starts tomorrow with stuff that didn't quite make it to best of the year. A few reasons for these. Sometimes it just didn't finish in time, or it got delayed, or the promise of issue 1 didn't quite last out. But it's starting tomorrow, which means to avoid like spamming a lot of stuff all over the place, I'm going to do all my best of the year stuff here on the YouTube channel. And anything that's not that, as in my daily video reviews, I'm going to just do that on TikTok just for the rest of December. You can find us on TikTok. It's Ka-Pow Comics UK. We're dead easy to find. They're only 3 minutes long, because that's the way TikTok works for new users. So it's even more of me talking quickly and even less actual things, but it still gets to the point of things. But as I just don't want to do like a whole bunch of YouTube stuff every day on here, because if people have done the very nice, sensible thing of hitting like and subscribe and the little bell thing, they're going to get lots of notifications, and it feels like it's kind of weird to do it when you can just get it elsewhere. Other thing, we've got some Transformers stuff in, and I've just noticed Mr. Windblade pop up. Some of this stuff I think is for him, some of it isn't. If he sees something that I put up and it's for him, just let me know. It'll save you trouble later on. And I say that because we've got a lot of stuff here. This is like our big pre-Christmas week. Some stuff hasn't arrived. Some stuff we've been sent that we didn't order. Like we ordered 4 of the Transformers Bumblebee toy. We only got sent 2 of them, and that's fine. I think 1 is for the shelf, 1's for the guy. So we were just going to have even more on the shelf. But we've also got a whole bunch of Harry Potter Christmas ornaments in, which I certainly didn't order. And I'm not sure which box they haven't sent me to have sent me some Harry Potter things. I honestly don't know. We've also got some Magic the Gathering and some Pokemon and like just loads and loads of stuff. So there's probably going to be a few times during this video where I'm not in frame. This is simply because I'm going to have to find somewhere to put all this stuff. And I've literally got a big empty cardboard box next to me, which is going to have a lot of it in there. So let's make a start. It's not going to just be all action figures and then all graphic novels and then all other stuff. It's going to be wherever I've managed to pile things at this point in time. So I do apologize if it's a little bit broken. So let's start with some Pokemon. In fact, the Pokemon we've got for today. League Battle Deck Pokemon Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, although apparently there's more than one type of these in this. Single Strike Urshifu and Rapid Strike Urshifu. Okay, I imagine there's people watching this who play Pokemon. That will mean something too. I am not one of these people. This is just a thing we've got in. 3 of each. So if you want to give me a shout, we've got spares for now. But I'm not kidding. Pokemon stuff goes really quickly, so don't expect it to be there forever. Random action figure now. We have an Alien vs Predator Temple Guard one. We were supposed to get a different one as well. This is one of the things we are missing. So let's get that one. Sorry, box is slightly wrong position. There we go. Let's put that one out of the way. Right, other action figures. Some Marvel Legends, and there's quite a lot of Marvel Legends today. Starting with the Build-A-Figure stuff that goes towards the Armadillo, which you can clearly see there. Shriek. Is that Shriek? Shrike. One of those things that you see written down so much you don't think about it. But yeah, that's that one. And also from Spider-Man No Way Home, black and gold suit. I think just Spider-Man. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary on that one, but there you go. Out the way. Again, I apologize for disappearing so much during this video. It's just a necessity. Marvel's The Watcher. So this is from What If. We have Zombie Hunter Spidey, and you may notice that behind there's a picture of Spidey wearing that very particular costume. If you want that comic book, give me a shout. It's currently going for £35. But yeah, we've got a couple of this version of Mr. Parker, and I think this might be the last of the Marvel Legends. Zombie Hunter, sorry, not Zombie Hunter, Zombie Captain America, not Zombie Hunter. And we've got like 3 of this one because I thought Captain America is always popular, and who doesn't like zombies? Let's put these out of the way. Okay, that's all Marvel stuff, right? Gremlins, as I say, we had a couple of Gizmo tree ornaments. These ones were actually ordered, so that's nice. Speaking of things we didn't order, though, an entire box of Harry Potter Nemesis Now hand-painted golden snitch hanging ornaments. If anyone wants one of these, give me a shout. They're probably going to go cheap. get rid of them, really. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm not sure what I'm not getting for this because, yeah, one Predator figure, that seems like a big change. We did have a back order of the Marvel Legends Obadiah Kane. Is that the name for him? Him with the Ironmonger. So maybe that feels like it might be the right size. Who knows? Oh, hang on. No, not quite all Marvel Legends. Sorry, I did forget. There's another Armadillo one, which is Miles Morales, because I'll always go for Miles if I can. One of my favorite characters. Okay, one more Marvel thing, just because it's a huge box and it gets it out of the way. Arishem, which is actually a bobblehead. I quite like that Marvel still has all the bobbleheads. If you ever wanted a really creepy looking Funko Eternal, there you go. That is now a thing. Need to look at that. There for now. Hopefully I won't just walk into you all the time. More collectible card game stuff. Magic the Gathering. Right, Innistrad, Crimson Vow, Commander decks. We have Vampiric Bloodline and Spirit Squadron. I actually ordered these at the same time as we were ordering the Pokemon things because we were getting us Magic the Gathering as well as Pokemon. But weirdly, not one single person has bought any Magic the Gathering from me. So if you want Magic the Gathering, particularly this Innistrad thingy, let me know because we've got some spare. Let me just put those out of the way. Okay, let's move graphic novels out of the way for now and finish off on the action figures. Transformers, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, which weirdly it looks tiny when you compare it to like the other things. I mean, it looks tiny in its box, like it's only like yay big, but you do get very, very cool looking back design on the back. I do like this idea that it looks very like traditional Bumblebee in the robot form, but then goes to the animated movie. I think that is version on the back. Very, very cool idea. We were supposed to have 4 of those, but only got sent 2. Don't know why. We have Thrust. I don't know if this has been ordered for anybody. If you're wanting a Thrust and you haven't got it yet, let me know. I'll put it to one side for you. And Galvatron as well. If anyone needs a Galvatron, give me a shout. Okay, and finally, this one I know is ordered for somebody, but they may have picked it up elsewhere. Star Wars, The Bad Batch, Crosshair, in brackets Imperial. So yeah, I imagine that is for somebody. Right, I think that is like all the toys and action figure stuff. So I'm gonna move that box out of the way so I can have to sort it out later. In fact, let's put a massive Eternal thing on there as well. Okay, so graphic novels, manga stuff next. Let's do manga first because it's a slightly smaller pile. We start with Battle Angel Alita Volume 3. Yay. Which I guess we got 1 and 2 of that one. And Goblin Slayer Side Story to Daikatana Volume 2. Got a few volumes of that one, but I think 2 of those are already reserved people. Assassin's Creed Dynasty, which Tokyo Pop are still doing and seem to be doing okay. And Persona 5 Memento's Mission, Volume 1. I think 1 of those is reserved. So if you want one, give me a shout. Sorry, let's move some stuff around a little bit. Okay, graphic novels now. There was a lot of graphic novels that came in today, which basically I put straight out because they're back orders. We finally have Watchmen back in stock, but we still don't have V for Vendetta. We've got Forerunner Preacher in, but we don't have all of Saga the Swamp Thing. It's kind of still a bit messy, I'm afraid. But we do have full runs of Die, full runs of Somebody's Killing the Children, Once and Future, Department of Truth. Like a lot of the like key things that are popular this year, I've done my best to make sure we've got those on the shelf. Like we've got all the boys and things like that. But if there's anything missing, all I can do is apologize. There's actually like a really long-winded reason why we can't get stuff easily like we used to. But the short answer is there's literally paper and ink shortages, and that means comic book companies are making tough decisions about what they're going to produce, and quite often newer things are taking precedence over classics. There's other stuff going on, but that's a short explanation, just in case you're wondering. Stuff new in today, and when I say new, I mean Batman Hush, which yes, is not particularly new, but they've done new printing. I think it's got a new barcode, and it's yours for $24.99. I also have the second copy of Sin City, of the new printing coming in. We do have a copy of Volume 1 of the new printing back in stock as well, which is good. Swamp Thing, the first of Ram V's Swamp Thing, which is very, very good indeed. A reprinting of The Electric Black, which is them reprinting a fairly recent thing. It was very, very popular. Star Wars High Republic Volume 2. This one of them is for me. Beta Ray Bill, absolutely brilliant little mini-series there from Dan Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. Donny Cates intro, that does make a lot of sense. Latest Witcher trade, for people wanting those, and also the latest and final book of Immortal Hulk. If you want Immortal Hulk, that's another one where we don't necessarily have all of them. I think we've got everything apart from 1 and 9, I think, and the side story one that came out a few weeks ago. Back in stock. This one should have gone straight on the shelf. Ragged Trousered Philanthropist. Absolutely brilliant, and I advise everyone to get a copy of that one. This is one that probably should have on the manga pile, but it's formatted like a more Western book, which is Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Manga's Refined Oddball, which I think it's just like a book about Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the back there. I could read that and tell you what it is, but honestly, I can't imagine that'd be fun for you to watch. Another one that's one of which of these is for me is Mother of Madness, or Mom, from Emilia Clarke. I read issue 1, fell in love with it, but issue 1 sold out so quickly. I had so many people asking for it that in the end, I ended up just selling all the issue 1s. And thought I'll get the trade when it comes out, but weirdly, we've still got copies of issue 2 and 3 on the shelf, which is frustrating. Brand new in today, Rorschach, which I believe is all 12 volumes. Doesn't say, but look at the price of that one. Yeah, I'm getting that's all of them. And it's a nice hardback, which looks very, very cool. We do like the nice hardbacks you get from DC. It's one of the few Tom King ones that I'm not going to pick up in collected form. I usually get them because they're like a lot of fun to read as at one go. But that is a little bit, I don't know. There's lots of really interesting things in there, but there's also some stuff which just had me like baffled by what Tom King was doing. This one has been ordered for somebody, but it's the kind of thing that I show people that we can get, because sometimes people don't realize, because we don't get them very often, we can get the big deluxe kind of stuff. But because they're quite expensive, where are you from? I'm originally from Huddersfield, but I've lived all over the place. My accent is an absolute mess. Yeah, Jessica Jones Alias, which I believe is Alias 128 and What If Jessica Jones Had Joined the Avengers. We are talking a $100 price ticker on that thing. So 90 quid on the current exchange rates for comic books. So yes, this kind of thing we can get, but we don't get very often, but we specifically asked for it. Speaking of things we don't get very often, inside this box, in fact, I'll open it up, because why the heck not? Because we have Volume 1, haven't sold it yet, but I really like it. Sin City Volume 2, A Dame to Kill For, special edition with all the additional stuff in the back, and very nice slipcase. Still haven't sold Volume 1, which means it's looking more and more likely that I'm getting that as a Christmas present for myself later on this week. But if you are wanting Volume 1 and Volume 2, we do have them. So, yay! Right, now I need to move this massive. Oh god, this is going to be heavy. Yeah, that's weirdly heavier than I thought it was. I need to move these out of the way so I can get to the actual weekly comic books. Don't go anywhere. I need to move somewhere, because this is way too big a pile to leave anywhere where I might accidentally knock it over. Because let's face it, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I can knock over some comic books. You know I can knock stuff over. Let's move those out of the way. Right, give me a second. This bit, weirdly, is probably going to be the easiest fix. It's just a couple of boxes of comic books. And we don't actually have a huge amount this week. Most of what we've got in has been associated merchandise and what have you. So the comic books, nice and easy. I'm going to start with, I think it's the final issue? Yeah, number 5, Amazing Fantasy. Only one person still getting that. I actually quite enjoyed issue 1, but it did not grab that many people. Amazing Spider-Man, 80 Point Bay. So one of the side story issues, so the people have been getting it. One that I have been getting, I'm really looking forward to reading. Arkham City Order of the World, issue 3. We do have Arkham City Order of the World, issue 1 and 2, signed by both, I'll get the names up right here, why not? Dan Watters and Danny. Both of them signed with stickers of authenticity, because I met them myself. They're lovely people. Although Danny did have some problems because I took one of the shiny covers and her pen wouldn't work on it. I felt really quite bad. Batman, issue 118. This is way more Batman than we usually get. I'm taking a little bit of a punt on this one because when Tom King finished and Tynion took over, a lot of people were like, oh, it's Tynion. What's he done that's ever any good? And in the intervening 6 months, Tynion proved everyone massively wrong. He ended up writing a really good Batman story. And Department of Truth and Something is Killing the Children were coming out, and then Nice House on the Lake, and he is now like one of the go-to amazing writers. I also have like a whole bunch of House of Slaughter and various other things, and yeah, lots of stuff signed by Tinian. His stuff really launched from Batman, and there's a new writer coming on. It's Williamson. And he's one of those guys that I've heard some good stuff about, but I'm not like a really, really big fan. So I thought, let's go a little bit heavier on this issue in case there are people who are looking for a jumping on point. Now is the time to do it. But as well as that Batman, we also have Batman 89 with new Robin on the cover, issue 4, which has been slightly delayed, but finally turned up. Black Cotton, final issue of that one. New one now, and I totally forgot this was a thing. Captain America Iron Man. In my head, I had this as like a tie-in to like Death of Doctor Strange or something. Don't know why. Latest issue of Crossover. It's worth reminding people who might be watching this that this obviously isn't everything that's out this week. I run a kind of small comic book store in the north of England. This is just what I get in for my customers. It doesn't even cover the scope of what you can get. Go to your local comic book store. Tell them what kind of stuff you want that you've seen, and they will do their best to get it in for you. Crush and Lobo, which I've been absolutely adoring. It is just so much fun. Dark Knights of Steel, I read and enjoyed issue 1. I'm surprised they don't have this as an Elseworld kind of thing. If they drop the branding, I'm not sure, but issue 2 could be fun. A new Blade comic, but tied into Death of Doctor Strange. Demon Days X-Men Creators Cuts, issue 1. I'm not entirely sure if this is what somebody has accidentally ordered because they put themselves down for Demon Days, but I've got it in for them. Right, Devil's Reign, big thing. We got a lot of these in from Chip Zdarsky, with Sheto back as well. We got a couple of issues with some of the variants for this one. First off, the Peach Momoko one that somebody ordered. We honestly just got the order a little bit too late. I put it in, but it hasn't arrived. Now, maybe if it comes back in stock, we'll get it. What they did send me, which nobody ordered, which is the connecting variant, and I'm not quite sure why I've got that one. And we've only got one of the Scotty Young variants. Now, I'm going to check who put this down first, because, again, I think a couple people added it on just after the cut-off period. Now, last time I checked, this actually was in stock and available, and we should get it next week. So if you are expecting that and you don't get it this week, please don't panic. It will be fine. Fantastic Four Life Story, issue 5, The Dwarfs. Giant size Black Cat now, the Infinity Score, with a variant there. I'm not sure whose variant that is, but there we go, and the regular cover as well. One for me, which I've been really enjoying, the Good Asian. Always nice to see a little bit of representation, especially when it's done very well indeed. Weirdly, watching that made me go back and reading that made me go back and rewatch Big Trouble in Little China recently, and realised Big Trouble in Little China is mildly problematic, but actually surprisingly good for its time. Inferno, the penultimate one of that one, it's 4 issues. That's issue 3. James Bond Himeros. I'm fairly sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I do apologise. Joe Craniel came out last week, but we were one shy on the variant cover, so that was turned up. Knighted from Upshot. AWA is still doing cool things, and I really enjoyed issue 1. The final, I think, of the local comic store, Black Album 30th Anniversary Metallica issue 1. I think I ordered that without thinking about it. I don't mind that. Lady Mechanica, the new Lady Mechanica from Image Comics rather than Benitez Productions, but always felt like an Image thing anyway. The Monster of the Ministry, the Monster of the Ministry of Hell issue 1. So a brand new miniseries for that one. I'm fairly sure those have been reserved, but never mind. One that hasn't been reserved, Lunar Room from Vault, because I order an awful lot of Vault comics, and they're always interesting, even if they're not like the most popular things in the world. I find myself entertained by them. Right, one box done, almost finished. Okay, Marvel Voices. This is the Latinx one, and I've got to admit, I'm kind of intrigued in this one, simply because, as I've already mentioned, I am a huge fan of this fella here. Unfortunately, I think both those have been spoken for, so I might just flick through one because I'm fairly sure one of them is my mate. Nito Husband Nightmare blog supposed to be out last week, but due to a lot of the delays we've been getting stuff through to the UK warehouse, it didn't arrive in time to get shipped last week. Nick's issue 2 is that? No, that's actually just cover A. That surprised me. That's a very cool, unusual cover. Out of Body. This one has been delayed as well, but that's the final issue of that one. Post Americana. It feels like that started 2 years ago, but it looks like it's finally finished now. Redshift issue 4, a cool bit of Mars-based sci-fi. Another one for me. Spurrier and Gooden doing The Rush. This hungry earth reddens under snow-clad hills. But I've gone for the cover B for myself because I really like that art style. Silver Coin. Oh, Ram V. I might check that one out. Ram V has become one of my favorite writers at the moment. He's doing a lot of good stuff. Soul Plumber, which I mainly picked up because I like McRae's work. It turns out McRae's been suffering quite badly from COVID and unfortunately hasn't done all of it, but the other artist they've got has actually done a pretty good job of it. Star Trek Mirror War, that's a Data one-shot special, I believe. Some Star Wars stuff now. Just issue 19. That is actually a surprisingly good cover for a regular one for Star Wars. They usually go all out on the variants. Speaking of variants, we have the regular cover for Crimson Reign, and though it was supposed to be out last week, I do apologise. We are dealing with an awful lot of slow deliveries from America, but we do have the much cooler looking variant cover, which I think has been ordered for somebody. Yeah, another one for me, yay! Superman, Son of Kal-El, which I've just been loving from issue 1, and I'm very happy it's done as well as it has. I personally think that recently Tom Taylor has absolutely upped his game and deserves all the credit he's getting. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Best of Shredder, that has just been ordered for one person. A Thing Called Truth, I read issue 1, I quite liked it. Hasn't another one not been as popular I think it deserves to be. Transformers Wreckers Tread and Circuits, which I think is just a mini series. Another one that I'm really liking. Two Moons, one of the best horror things I'm reading at the moment. It's very cool indeed. Speaking of things that I really like, yay. Where's for this place from here? Very glad issue 2 has arrived for this one. We still haven't got our vinyl for issue 1. So we haven't. I say I haven't, because it went from being something that every store can order as many as they like to being a one per store situation, and I really want it, so it's mine. World of Krypton issue 1 miniseries. There, I think 6 issues. X-Men Coella Stormbreakers 1, missing from last week, has now arrived, and X-Men Legends number 9. Which is just the regular thing as it comes out. Right, that's it. Now, usually I'll have a little bit of a chat at the end here, but that's been over 21 minutes, and I've got my store closed so I can do this video, and that took a very long time. One last bit of other business. If you're one of my customers who gets weekly invoices, please do not panic if you do not get your invoice today. As you can see from the sheer pile of other stuff we've got in, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get through to the comic books today, and if I don't get them done by a certain point in the day, it's better for me to leave it until the morning, so I'm actually able to relax a little bit when the store closes at 5:30. I do apologise, but it's just the kind of way it has to be. That's everything. Go and find us on TikTok. I probably should have got a link for the TikTok thing and put it up somewhere. This is how weirdly badly organised I am sometimes. If I ever wanted to make a career out of doing this kind of thing, I'm not very good at it. I do it because I love it, effectively. But yes, Ka-Pow Comics UK on TikTok. Find us, and that's where all our review videos are going to be for the rest of the year. But if you want to find out what's been brilliant this year, what has actually grabbed hold of me, then starting from tomorrow, we're doing our rundown of the best of what came out in 2020, or at least, in my opinion, the best of what came out in 2021. But until then, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.